Still only 100 baht. Best deal in town. And we're in. And we're off. Well, here's our problem. We have less than 2 hours to get this done, so we're gonna pound through it as much as we can. Let's start with the Mini. All electric. 2,400,000 baht. I'll put all the prices scrolling down below. It's actually pretty good looking, this electric. M series. M2. 6 million baht, 190,000 US roughly. I like the color. The M4. Well, that's certainly not an electric vehicle. $14,759,000, 300,000-ish, based on today's rate of 34 baht to the dollar. So we're going to be using that number for all of the calculations today. What would this car cost in the US right now? Anybody know? Put it down in the comments section, please. Let's look at the difference. This is the 4 Series, regular, non-M. 4,500,000 versus 14,400,000 or whatever it was. And this is a convertible. Big difference. A little small back there. For my friend Steve in the US, Steven, here you go. 150,000 plus. Let's check out what Ford has, and I'm sorry for the music in the background, no choice. Zeekr Electric is really making inroads here in Thailand. That's a good looking vehicle.
ระบบขับเคลื่อนแบบ Intelligent AWD Driving Switch ระบบขับเคลื่อน4ล้ออัตโนมัติขับขี่มั่นใจในทุกเส้นทางแบตเตอรี่ลิเธียมไอออน 67 กิโลวัตต์ชั่วโมงรองรับระยะทางขับสูงสุด 540 กิโลเมตรตามมาตรฐาน NEDC ระบบเบรกทรงพลัง
I'm a Lexus and Toyota fan, have been for many years, but unfortunately Lexus is an imported car, so their tariff is way too high. Speaking about tariffs, how's that affecting you guys around the world? I won't just say the US. I had a 2002 IS 300 5-speed. Let's see the price. 30, 60, 75, 80,000 US. That's not too bad actually. I had a 2002 IS 300. Great car. Probably the best I've ever had. Except I went through a lot of tires for some reason with that car. That's a new smaller Lexus, okay. This is my sister's car, the 350 in this color. Fantastic vehicle. Cindy, you have the 350 or the 450? I think you've got the 350. Show is way more crowded than I expected. It's Friday, right now around 3 p.m. I wasn't expecting this many people here, maybe on the weekend, but not today. Corolla Altis is the car that Tikkie and I always rent up in Isan. But that one's just a little more sporty and nicer looking. We talked about this company in the last show that I brought you. Another Chinese electric company. Not as good looking as some of the other electric vehicles that are making their way to Thailand. $1,600,000 baht. The prices are good, that's for sure. Toyota is doing well. Toyotas, Nissan, Honda, they're built here in Thailand, so the pricing is going to be better. I'm not sure if every model is, but certainly a bunch of them are, and that makes it a lot more affordable without the extra import tariff. Let's look at Audi, less crowded. Boy, this model has been around for a good 15 years. They really need an update. Speaking about updates, there's a certain American electric vehicle company that really needs to get their act together because they're falling way behind in design and features compared to Zeekr and Deepal and BYD and some of these other Chinese companies, falling way behind. For you that know, you know that RS is their high performance vehicle. The Audi high performance is like the M series with BMW. But interesting, the prices are a lot more affordable than the M series. They have a lot of RS models here. I've never seen this one. And Mazda have, I think, same style anyway. Now this is a nice looking MG. Check that out. $30,000, $60,000, $75,000 US. Next up is Aura. And I have from GWM, and I have to admit, I thought they were horrendous looking cars. They are starting to grow on me. I'll show you. This was their first one, which I think is pretty ugly looking, and it certainly has a Volkswagen front. But this is one of their luxury vehicles, and it's starting to grow on me. Maybe I'm getting old, I don't know, but it definitely is not bad. It's funky nice. It has a little bit of Jaguar in it for sure. Check out the interior. That is pretty slick. Nice seats. Steering wheel, dash. That is pretty darn nice. The price is only this. I'm going to say around $40,000 US. I'll give you the number down below again. Aura by GWM.
1.99% พร้อมฟรีประกันภัยชั้น1 Nissan Premium Protection 1 ปีพร้อมขยายการรับประกันคุณภาพรถยนต์ Nissan Premium Warranty 5 ปีแบบไร้ขีดจำกัดตอบโจทย์ทุกความต้องการ
พร้อมมอบประสบการณ์การเดินทางรูปแบบใหม่ที่สะดวกสบายสร้างความทรงจำที่เปี่ยมไปด้วยความสนุกสนานให้ทุกคนในครอบครัวแบบ Big
Another friend of mine just bought a Nissan Kick. They love it.
In every dive, convenient in every detail. ความสนุกที่ใช่ความสบายที่ชอบ
Nissan Kicks e-Power คันเดียวที่ใช่ทั้งแรงทั้งประหยัดเจ้าของรางวัล Car of the Year 2025
Do we
ใน
have
ประ
a
เภท
price?
Base Hybrid SUV
No price.
เครื่องยนต์ไม่เกิน 1,300 ซีซีเลิกลังเลเลิกคิดแล้วเลือก Nissan Kicks e-Power ที่พร้อมมอบความสบายหายห่วงโดยประสบการณ์ขับขี่ที่สนุกและตื่นเต้นเปลี่ยนน้ำมันเป็นพลังงานไฟฟ้าให้คุณหมดกังวลเรื่องการวางแผนชาร์จ
Another friend just got the Volvo 60 XC60. This is the size I would like, but it's all electric, so that's out. The 40 EC40. Very nice looking vehicle. This is what he purchased.
รับประกันแบตเตอรี่ 10 ปี และแพ็กเกจขับสบายหายห่วง 5 ปี พร้อมชุดอุปกรณ์ตกแต่งพิเศษสไตล์ลิชแพ็กเกจสำหรับรุ่น BL และ All-Tech เครื่องยนต์ที่ใช่ประสบการณ์การเดินทางโดยสมดุลที่ลงตัวของเทคโนโลยีอัจฉริยะทั้งความสะดวกสบายในการขับขี่และความคุ้มค่าในเรื่องสิ่ง
Too big for Thailand, too big for Bangkok. Problem is 8 million baht, 240,000 US. Beautiful color though. Wow. That is really awesome. The Boxster or the Cayman, I'd rather have the hardtop, is what I would like to own here. However, 300,000 US ain't happening. $14 million baht. Hangmock. And then when you're old, you can't get out of the damn car. This is one of my favorite little SUVs on the road. But it's a little too small. What's the price? Price is good, 35,000 US. Lines are great. It's a good looking vehicle, but as I said, a little small, so the CX-5 is where I would be leaning to if we were buying a car now. Start at 1,300,000, so 40,000 US. I just did the calculation, 38,000 USD for the CX-5. Here's your interior. They are absolutely not as nice interiors as the electric vehicles. They all seem to rock. What's going on? Okay, rock and roll. Friendly little friend. And again, for those of you that know, you know, AMG is their high performance line. like the RS, the M series, etc. Does that not look like a 911? I think so. They spared no expense for the display, that's for sure. It's beautiful. A lot of vehicles. A lot of electronic, a lot of electric vehicles now. So, two brands that I want to show you a little more closely, BYD and Deepal. BYD. Both of them have really good looking electric vehicles now. As I said earlier, a certain American electric company, vehicle company, better pay attention because they are falling way behind, in my opinion. I don't know Denza. We'll take a quick look at Denza first.
กำลังการชาร์จกระแสตรง DC สูงสุด 100 กิโลวัตต์ โดย Formula BioAid จะขับเคลื่อนด้วยการใช้พลังงานไฟฟ้าพละกำลังสูงเป็นหลักในทุกช่วงความ
All of these electric vehicles have such nice interiors.
ขับเคลื่อนล้อคู่หน้าและหลังแบบ 4-wheel drive
Big difference between electric and regular. Big difference.
ช่วยปกป้องแบตเตอรี่ให้ปลอดภัยครับช่วงล่างได้ซัสพีสามารถปรับระดับความสูงเพื่อตอบสนองต่อการจราจรในทุกสภาพถนนและปรับการตอบสนองของช่วงล่างได้ถึง3ระดับเพื่อการขับขี่แบบนุ่มนวลสปอร์ตและออฟโรดในสภาพถนนแบบสุดขั้วภายนอกลงตัวงดงามแฝงไปด้วยความดุดันด้วยการออกแบบโครงสร้างมิติเหลี่ยมมุม
A lot of vans in this market. They're used for transporting for expats that are working here, for people on holiday who rent them. A lot of different vans here, more than I've seen in other countries, but I could be wrong about that. They could be everywhere in all countries. It just seems like there's a great proliferation of them here. Okay, BYD. BYD is taking over right at the moment Thailand electric vehicles. I've driven in two of them, a SUV and their sportier four-seater, four-door car called the Seal. I'll show you that right now. Really quite nice. Again, the interiors are fantastic. The ride was very good in both of them. The price is right. And boy, they're doing some good numbers right now. No question about it. Let's look first at this one, the BYD Seal. Build your dreams. That's a nice color too. 47 กิโลวัตต์ต่อชั่วโมงสามารถวิ่งด้วยไฟฟ้าได้ระยะทางสูงถึง 200 กิโลเมตรตามมาตรฐาน CLTC แพลตฟอร์มระบบการสะเทือนอัจฉริยะ Lexus and Toyota Show price $1,100,000. 35,000 US roughly. I'll put the number scroll below. These are getting very popular on the road right now in Thailand. Wow, very inexpensive. Auto 3 is very popular in Bangkok right now. Smaller, nice looking, and priced very well. 800,000 baht, 24,000 US right now. Bear in mind, this is a $24,000 USD car with that interior. No idea what that is. Listen to how solid this is. Yeah. Watch out, American Electric. You better not let these guys in without a big tariff, because it'll kill American vehicles. All right, let's take a look at Deepal next. Tikkie and I were very impressed with Deepal when we were up in Udon Thani. See if we can find the same vehicles. This is their bigger SUV slash almost truck. Let's see if the interior, yep, look how nice this interior is. EO7 is their larger vehicle. I don't know if it's their largest at the moment, but I believe so. And then this one is a little smaller and just as nice inside, with nicer lines on the outside, in my opinion. The SO5 is a smaller vehicle, but still large enough. And unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to get very good shots of it, but you can see the interior.
Bangkok International Motor Show 2025 และดิฉันโมสุชานันท์รับหน้าที่ดำเนินกิจกรรมในรอบที่เหลือค่ะถึงจุดเส้นทางของคุณมั่นใจไปได้ไกลมาก
Wow How cool is that
คือรถ SUV ที่สวยที่สุดในคลาสมาพร้อมกับ2เทคโนโลยีหลักได้ประตูกระจกแบบเฟลเลสและมือจับประตูแบบ Electric Hidden ภายในห้องโดยสารคุณสามารถเลือกได้2สีระหว่างสีดำและสีส้มมาพร้อมหน้าจอ Sunflower Screen ขนาด 15.4 นิ้วและเปลี่ยนบรรยากาศภายในห้องโดยสารได้อย่างง่ายดายด้วย Ambient Light ถึง 64 เฉดสีDeepal S05 ให้คุณสามารถเพลิดเพลินไปกับวิวทิวทัศน์ตลอดการเดินทางผ่านหลังคากระจก Panoramic Glass Roof ขนาด 1.9 ตารางเมตรแบบเต็มบานพร้อมกับม่านไฟฟ้าและยังมาพร้อมกับเบาะไฟฟ้า Welcome Seat ฝั่งคนขับปรับได้ถึง6 ทิศทาง
Now that is a grill. Wow. Check this out. This is Honda. They brought their entire office here. Amazing. The shows here in Thailand might be a little different than in the US. Here, they concentrate on selling vehicles. It's a main way for them to do so. So they need their support staff. And they sell a lot of vehicles. Now, I have no idea if it's busier now because of the threat of import tariffs and so forth. I don't know how that's going to affect Thailand and their auto industry. Waza seems to think it will. I'm not sure. I don't have any knowledge on it. Here's some very good advice. How much fun would this be? That would be awesome. This is the bike area. Nice, very, very nice. I'm not going to spend any time in here. I've told you before, I know nothing about bikes. Very pretty.
แค่50 นาทีเท่านั้นค่ะเท่านี้ก็พร้อมลุยกันแล้วค่ะและสิ่งที่ทุกคนอยากทราบนั่นก็คือระยะทางการเดินทางของเจ้ารถจักรยานไฟฟ้าทั้ง2รุ่นอย่างรุ่นออริจินสามารถวิ่งได้ไกลสูงสุดถึง
This is a nice bike, Waza. Harley, that's a nice bike. That's kind of your style. Alright. It looks you. It feels me. How much?
199. You can buy 3 of these for the price of one of those, and that held it up.
6,000 US?
That was 640,000. That is 199,000. That's what it says on the ticket there.
No, it's got to be
Turn
more.
around, turn around. No, turn around.
Well,
turn
it's
around.
right there.
No, it's on special.
I know.
It's on special.
I can't turn it here.
Wow.
I can learn to ride on this sucker.
Of course you can.
Wow. That really is, all right, lest we get carried away, I don't ride bikes. I did learn briefly in Pattaya during COVID. My friend Antonio helped me learn at a school in Pattaya, but I've never rode in my life, and it's not the thing I'd want to do, especially living in Bangkok.
Me on the Vulcan, you on the Eliminator, mate. You're just unstoppable.
Yeah, I'm going to eliminate my life, though. That's the problem. That's not good.
Let's get out of here before you buy one.
All right, folks, we're going to wrap it up. A quick overview of the Impact Arena Motor Show in Thailand. Another good show, a lot of good vehicles, a lot of electric as you would have expected. Also some nice performance vehicles, the RS, the M series, the AMG. Didn't look at the bikes very much. I'm not a bike guy, I've said that many times. Waza is. But I think we'll wrap it up. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.